If you want all the latest news of NBA 2K and also NBA in general, you should follow me on my Twitter account at PackHoopsYT. Not only that, I do giveaways all the time when it comes to VC, games, and also even consoles. So check it out, follow me, and see you there. Today, I have more NBA 2K22 news for you guys. I'm not gonna lie, these past couple days have been really quiet. We were getting nothing. We finally got a little bit of information today. I'm gonna cover all that in today's video. Que pasa to the pack? It is Pack here. Before this video starts, please be an OG, join the pack, and subscribe. I do contests like this every single day. It'd be great if you could support the channel and help me get to 300,000 subscribers before we get to 2K22, and leave a like on the video for the algorithm. And let's get this video started, okay? So we have a little trailer. It was the behind the scenes with Candace Parker for NBA 2K22. You know, it wasn't like the craziest trailer or anything, but we got some really cool stuff that I noticed. First things first is how many cameras they use for the face scan now. Like, look at this room. I don't know if that's new or not, because before they had like that white room where they had like a little bit of cameras. This is legit just like a place where you sit down and there's 40 cameras aiming at your face, and they like record like facial features. They record like the way you're doing like faces, if you make faces, that every single detail you could possibly think about on a player, they're going to get down for their face, which is crazy. It's super crazy. I mean, again, I know that graphics are not a big deal for a lot of people, but the fact that they have all these cameras to work on that's pretty impressive. And I think graphically 2K has always been extremely impressive. It's pretty sick. It's pretty sick. But what I noticed is that with Candace Parker, they only got her face scan. Like, they never scanned her body. It was literally just her face the entire time. And I don't know if I'm down for that. I'm not a big fan of that, honestly. I've been wanting 2K to make body scans for the longest time. There's so many players that have completely different like body types. You can't have literally one body type for every single NBA player, exactly the same, but like make it a skinny or thicker version of that same body type. Players around the world are completely different. Some people have longer legs, some people have wider shoulders, some people have a bigger shoulder compared to their forearm, or their neck is thicker but their body's smaller. Everyone has a very different body type, and the last thing is to make someone look like them is to get those body types right. So for example, Kevin Durant shouldn't have that same build as LeBron James, but just skinny. Like, doesn't make any sense. He should have Kevin Durant's body. LeBron should have LeBron's body. Zion's obviously gonna have Zion's body. It should be very different. I think they do an okay job right now, but it's not even close to where it really should be compared to how the face scans are like literally perfect. I'm just saying. I also wish we had more freedom in our MyPlayer to make body scans. Just saying. I wish it was a little better, for being real. But next up is we have our first actual cover. So we've seen the cover already, but this is the first time we're actually seeing a cover on a PS5 copy, right? Like a physical version of it. This is the first time I've actually seen one, and fresh. I still think that Candace Parker one is pretty nice. Probably maybe the weakest one of all the covers. But if that Luka Doncic version, if I could have that on that freaking cover, that would be so freaking sick. But we're gonna have to wait and see for that one because we don't have an actual copy of it yet, right? So next thing is face scan for all the rookies have actually come out, because these rookies are in my team. We have Cade Cunningham, for example, already have a face scan in the game. You can already use them in my team. They did this last year, but it's still super sick, especially like the teams or the guys that are like play with the Pistons. Like, you're a Pistons fan, right? Like, you have nothing to look forward to. Now you have Cade Cunningham to play with. I mean, that's pretty fire. Okay, you have Jalen Green, another great face scan in my opinion. You have Evan Mobley and Jalen Suggs, and I think it's the only players that they added. I might be wrong, but this is really cool. I'm really happy with this because it looks graphically insane. I'm glad that these rookies are already being added into the game in advance, because you know how 2K has a problem with like when a new game comes out, all these rookies literally like are missing face scans, which is like really annoying if we're being real. But I'm glad those are ready. They look really good, really solid. Now, our next thing is talking about quickly cross progression. We have official news today, even though we kind of already knew this, but this has just been confirmed today. So, as you already know, in my team last year, you could have played on current gen, got all these cards, and then if you played next gen, all your progression from current gen would go on to next gen. The same thing is happening again this year. If you're playing current gen and then you end up having to like eventually get a PS5 or an Xbox, right? later on in the year, you can get all your progression from My Team and add it on to next gen, which is obvious. I mean, all you have to do is get the cards and implement them, but they're not going to be doing that for your builds in 2K, which I still think is BS. If we're being real, it's not fair, because people are spending money on My Team. They should be able to get their money spent to the next game, but you can't do the same thing with current gen, next gen with Park. Like, if I spend money on a build and I play next gen, my VC I spent for that build better go to the next game, but it doesn't. And you know what? That's kind of messed up if we're being real. We've never really talked about that, but if you really think about it, that's actually really messed up. Not cool, 2K. Not a cool move. Now, the last piece of news is 2K Beats. I'll tell you all the people announced right now for the new songs of 2K. And before you think this doesn't matter, remember that these are the songs you're going to be listening to every freaking day for a year. So you're going to have to hope you like them, right? We got some Travis Scott, Young Thug, MIA, Metro Boomin, Gunna, Megan Thee Stallion. I see Freddie Gibbs. I see Jack Harlow, Juice WRLD. And obviously a lot more, like The Game, Young Thug, Gunna, Ty Dolla $ign, all those people. We have a lot of people announced for these songs. Usually, what I like about 2K Beats, me personally, is that I'm showing a lot of songs that I didn't know before, right? And at first I'm like, I don't really like these albums, I don't like these songs. And then later on in the year, they start to grow on me, and I get to, hear some new artists that I didn't know I liked before, and then now I do like them, right? So I'm happy with that. I've noticed that every single year we kind of shit on an album. We think, oh my god, this 2K soundtrack is terrible. But then, like 2 years later, we're like, okay, those had some bumps. Like, I'm not going home. You know what I mean? That song, I don't remember which 2K that was. I think that was 2K18. But hey, at 2K20, the Dave Chappelle told. I love that song too. So listen, there's songs that I didn't think I liked before, and now I like because of 2K albums and beats. And you know what? I'm sure all these songs I may not like in the beginning, but eventually I'm gonna start liking them, and I'm down for that, right? So besides that, we have very little news. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's it, right? Hopefully we start getting some more important stuff really soon. I guess last thing I can mention in the 2K Beats is that we kind of have a MyPlayer for the first time, and I don't know if they had that hairstyle on 2K before. That might be a new hairstyle confirmed? Question mark? Nani? That might be the thumbnail. New hairstyles in 2K confirmed. But besides that, not big changes, right? What do y'all think? What is a song or an artist that you specifically want in 2K for a soundtrack? Leave it in the comments below. If you like this channel, please give it a sub, and I'll see you guys next time.